everybody, welcome back. Today you have an upper body and core session with these. These are our tins. Just need a couple of tins from the cupboard. These are 400 grams, so like half a kilo. If you happen to have hand weights at home that are small, half a kilo, maybe a kilo. I mean, you could use bigger if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So these are what we're going to be using today, just to add a little extra to the session. But we don't need them to start, so you can start on hands and knees, and we're going to be doing a little alternate between press-ups and plank. So upper body and abdominals, and we're going to be doing each of these today, a bit like your lower body session, in sets of roughly 40 seconds. Okay, so when you're ready, let's find your way to 4 point, and then this is going to be your easiest option. You can take your knees a little bit further back if you want to. And we're going to take the elbows wide, draw the tummy in, make sure you don't collapse through your belly. Draw that tummy in, and we're going into press up. So elbows wide, inhale down, exhale up. Now the closer you have the knees in, the easier you make it. The further back the legs are, the harder it is. You can absolutely be on your toes if you're feeling strong. So tummy's drawing in all the time. Make sure that the shoulders are away from your ears and try not to drop your head. So think of your nose as you go down, needs to come beyond your fingertips. Inhale down, exhale up. Wrong way around. Inhale down, exhale up, Caroline. Inhale, exhale for the effort. One more here, and relax there. Now come down onto your tummy on your forearms. Fingers interlinked. Take an inhale breath, roll your shoulders back, draw your tummy in. We're going to go first of all into Sphinx. So we round into the tummy, scoop the belly, tuck the tail and hold. Thighs come off the ground as a consequence. We've done this before, you will have done this during your plank challenge. Really tuck, really draw the belly button in and up. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Your head will have dropped, so you're looking kind of towards your elbows. Keep exhaling and deepening. Remember, it's all about that bowling ball, pulling up and wrapping around it. Draw that tummy in, tuck your tail under. Scoop, 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 all the time. Shoulders back, away from ears. Squeeze the belly, tuck the ribs. And let's release down there. Take a second. When you're ready, we're coming back up onto hands and knees. 4 point position again. But this time, let's have your hands a little bit closer and your knees a bit closer in. So we're going to keep the elbows tucked in this side to get into those triceps. So we take elbows to knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. So you still want your nose to come forwards of your fingertips. You've got to have your shoulders away from your ears, because if your shoulders come up to your ears, your elbows will creep wide, which takes you out of your triceps. You want to think as though you're between two panes of glass, or even, if you need a little bit more motivation, between two electric fences. So those elbows cannot go wide, because if they do, they're going to get electric shocked. Elbows tuck in and they go to your knees. Your nose and your head come forwards of your hands. Try not to just dip down like this and send the bottom back. It's not really going to do anything for your triceps. Inhale down, exhale, press. That's your last one. Relax there. Come onto your hands and your front again, onto your elbows. This is your last one, and we're going to do plank. So you can have the option of doing Sphinx if you'd prefer. Roll your shoulders back, press the ground away, tuck your toes under. Squeeze your belly up into your spine, round into your Sphinx. If you can, you reach your heels away and you hold here. Press that ground away. Remember, for plank, for Sphinx, all the same. You need to be pushing the floor away with those shoulders, away from your ears, armpits back, belly up, tail tucked, heels reaching away. Scoop the belly in and up. Keep holding, keep addressing all of those different areas. Keep thinking and adjusting. Keep breathing. Draw that tummy in. You've got 5 seconds to go. Remember, exhale for belly, knees down, and relax there. Take a second, Come into your child's pose, reach those arms forwards, relax your head and neck, and just take a second there. Okay, well done. Okay, so let's twiddle over. We're going to come over onto your back and we are going to take our tins now. So we're going to hold on to these and you're just going to have the arms together. Take yourself a little bit down your mat so you've got space behind you, and let's just have feet hip distance. So bring the tins together so they're touching, shoulders away from ears. And all we're doing for our first exercise here is opening the arms behind us. So draw that tummy in, exhale, open back. Inhale up. Again, keep going. So a little bit quicker, exhale, open, inhale back. Now when you bring those arms back up, don't bring them too far forwards. They finish over the shoulders. Don't swing so that you come all the way to the knees. Finish right over the shoulders. Exhale back, inhale up. Open as far back as you can. Be really aware of your shoulders away from your ears. Let's go for 2 more. I reckon we've got time. And 1 more. Yes, just fitted that in. And up to the ceiling. Now hold them there. If you can, let's take the legs up. Now, we're going to do a double leg reach. Oh, my hair's getting right in my way. A double leg reach is optional. You can just hold tabletop if you prefer. When you're ready, exhale, open. Inhale back. Now the lower your legs go, the harder you make this. Remember, those tins don't come further forwards than your shoulders. Strong legs. Hold them in tabletop if you prefer. All of it is adding weight to the abdominals, so don't worry if you'd rather not do the opening. Exhale, open. Inhale back. And let's go. I reckon we've got another 3. And in. And 2. Tighten that belt, soften those ribs. 1, and in, and rest those feet back on the ground. Take a second. Have a moment to just rest. You can take a couple of pelvic tilts if you need to, just to kind of release the lower back. Remind yourself where you are in space. And then when you're ready, bringing the arms up to the ceiling again. And again, bringing the knees up. We're going for dead bugs. So single leg reach, opposite arm open. Exhale, open. Inhale back. If this was too much, you would take the feet down and do a leg slide. Reach and back. Optional. Ooh, messed up my coordination and back. Exhale to open. Remember, that's where you need the abdominals because you need them to be battling against those heavy levers, those long legs and long arms, because we're not going to hold back with the leg and arm. We're going to reach them back, but we need the belly strong, the pelvis strong, the shoulders down, the ribs in, the tummy tight to be able to stabilize and counter that reach. We've got 1 more on the other side. And back in. And rest those feet back down. Okay, so keeping hold of your tins here, just over your shoulders, little kink in the elbows. When you're ready, we're going just into little openings. So we're going to open out, we're going to do a 3 pulse, 2, 1, and up. Open out, we pulse, 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, so little pulses, keep a kink in the elbow. So if anything was to touch the floor, it would be the upper arm and the elbow, not the back of the hand. 3, 2, 1, and up. Use the tummy, big exhale to lift. 1, and up. Open. 3, 2, 1, and up. Keep going. And lift. And again. 2, 1, and up. Now hold those arms up. Keep hold of those tins. Take a breather. When you're ready, we're going to bring those legs to tabletop. They're going to just stay in tabletop. They're not doing anything. Stabilize, knees over hips. Legs, shins are like a table. And we open. We pulse. 3, 2, 1, and up. Keep the connections in the belly as you open those arms. Making sure you're aware all the time of those legs being held up. If those legs become too heavy, bring them in 1 inch. Or take them to the floor and go back to the first version. 2, 1, and up. And again, keep going. Up. Let's go, we've got about 5 or 6 seconds. I reckon we've got time for one more. Open, 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 and lift. Good, take your feet down and rest there. When you're ready, let's come up to sitting. So we're going to come up to a high kneel and we're going to take those tins with us. Okay, so we're going to do 4 sets of 40 seconds here, just holding those arms wide. So we start with palms facing down. Don't go up into your neck or shoulders, and we're just going to pulse up and down. Okay, so reach the arms wide. Think of your fingers, your knuckles reaching out to the sides of the room. Don't worry about how high you go, but do worry about making sure that that height doesn't take you up into your neck. So it's always armpits down, ribs in, tummy on. If you need to tuck your tail under a little bit to avoid this and just tuck under, it gets you a bit more control in that belly. So if that's you and you feel like you could be arching your upper back, let's focus a little bit more on what the tummy's doing. Really reach out wide. Lengthen, breathe, and this is your last one, and let's release back down. We're going to hold it down for 10 or 15 seconds. Just give those shoulders a little shake out if you need to. So readjust your position, check that you're not hanging out into that lower back or equally pushing out through the ribs. Tuck the ribs in, tuck the tail, tummy strong. Now we open, palms face forwards. Now we're just going to do little circles here. First circles forwards. So belly's on, because now we're into circles and the weight distribution is shifting. You could find that you could be a little bit wobbly through the body. So we're tucking the tail, scooping the tummy in, lifting pelvic floor so that we've got a really good strength awareness through the lower body, which means that we're much more likely to work efficiently into the shoulders here and not find the path where the bigger muscles can take over and help us with this exercise. So we're really keeping into a specific range, a specific set of muscles and a strength in our center. This is your last circle, and just release back down. Give those shoulders another little shrug. Just take a second, tuck those tails back up, back under. And this time we're going to take the hands in. So palms face inwards, and then we press up, palms face forwards. In and out. And we're going to take these quite quickly. Remember, as you take those arms up, your ribs are going to want to lift, your shoulders are going to want to lift. Your effort here is on stabilizing that trunk. Draw your belly in, tuck your ribs in. Keep going. Pulse these out reasonably quickly. Remember, that speed is going to be more tricky because it's harder to stabilize against the speed, but it's also more realistic. Life is fast. We don't lie around on a mat all day. We need to be able to stabilize through quick, fast movement. Shoulders down. Draw that tail under. You've got 2 more. And rest there. Relax down. Shoulder rolls. Take a second. Okay, so we've got one final set here. And we're going to go back up into our side openings. And this time we're circling backwards. So when you're ready, tail under. Let's go. Circle open. Now the beauty of your openings is that you can open across the front of your collarbones. You're going backwards so you can broaden your chest. Make sure by broadening your chest you don't pop your ribs out. Keep your tummy drawing in, your tail tucking under. Reach wide, lengthen out to the sides of the room. A little kink's going to try and creep in. If your biceps are stronger than your shoulders, they're going to try and bend. So reach. Keep that neck nice and free. Tummy in, tail under. You're nearly there, you've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Well done. Okay, we've only got 2 more exercises to do. 2 more lots of 40 seconds. Okay, so let's lift up nice and tall. We're going to sit here. We're going to bend the knees right up onto your sit bones. And let's take those arms forwards. So again, arm work, but this time abdominals too. We round into a C curve. Now scoot back just a little bit. You don't need to go far here. Now hold. The 40 seconds is opening. Open and close. I like to exhale to open because as those arms go wide, they create that long lever. which is going to pull you out of your position if your belly isn't tight. Really tuck that tail under. Eyeline is roughly on the knees. Tummy is pulling in. Use that exhale breath to be able to really open across the front of the chest. So arms are working hard, but tummy's working hard too. Let's hold this last one and we're going to go back and up, just an inch for the last 15 seconds. Dip and up. Now remember that lowering back is not a hinge, it's a tuck. It's a rounding. Push your tailbone forwards, scoop your belly backwards. 3, 2, 1, forwards and lift tall. Okay, we have one more set, very similar, but a little bit different. Roll those shoulders out, give them a break. When you're ready, round into your C curve, lift those arms, we curl back. Now this time, take the tins apart and we're lifting up. Exhale up, inhale lower. Doesn't matter how high you take those arms, so long as shoulders are down, tail is tucked, belly's on. And then you play with your arm range. Don't go for a big movement of the arms at the expense of your abdominals or at the expense of your shoulders. And one more here, we're going to do the same thing. We duck back and tuck. Now remember, it's coming from your pelvis, not your upper back. Scoop under, send that tail forwards, pull the hip bones backwards. 3, 2, 1, and bring yourselves all the way up. Pop those tins back down and relax. Okay, so a couple of little stretches just to ease that off. Let's sit up nice and tall. Let's take one arm across. Take your arm to your upper arm. Don't overlap onto your elbow and reach across. Hold it here just for a second. And let's swap those arms over, again holding onto the upper arm and just draw it into your chest. Really the stretch here is the bit round the back. So, and this bit too, but you really need to bring it close. And then we're going to interlink our fingers, round, like you're hugging round a tree. Puff up into your upper back, round your spine and let your head drop down. Breathe, shoulders down. Turn your palms, press them away and lift up. Draw that tummy in. And now open those arms nice and wide and relax there. Brilliant, well done. So you're gonna do that one more time this week, please. And let me know how you get on. Any questions, any favorites, let me know. Thanks guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really hope you loved this video. Be sure to subscribe and share this with another person in your life who you know would love it too. And if you'd like to know more about Mind Body Meno and how we can support you through menopause with tailored movement, expert advice and a community of women just like you, then click the link below in the comments. But for now, if you're ready to just enjoy another session with me, then just click here.